Once upon a time, there was a tabby cat named Sophie who lived a life of luxury with her owner, Suzanne. Sophie was pampered and loved, with everything she could ever want or need. One day, Suzanne had to go on a trip and left Sophie at a pet hotel. When she never returned, Sophie was devastated. She felt lost and alone, and she lost trust in humans. But it wasn't long before Sophie made new friends at the pet hotel. Sophie discovered that the other animals there were also looking for a sense of purpose and belonging, just like her. They bonded over their shared experiences and became a tight-knit group. As they explored their surroundings, they came across a hidden stash of grooming supplies. With no one to groom them, they decided to take matters into their own paws and start an underground grooming ring. Sophie and her friends worked together to give each other makeovers, and soon, word of their talented grooming skills spread throughout the pet hotel. They became the most popular and sought-after animals there. Sophie realized that even though her life wasn't perfect, she was surrounded by loving friends who made each day a little brighter. She never forgot about Suzanne, but she was content in her new life and proud of the family she had built. And so, Sophie the tabby cat lived happily ever after, grooming and being groomed by her friends and finding joy in the little things. One day, the pet hotel was raided by the police, who had received a tip about the underground grooming ring. Sophie and her friends were arrested and taken to the local animal control facility. At first, Sophie was scared and didn't know what was happening. But as she learned more about the charges against her, she realized that their grooming activities were illegal. They didn't have the proper licenses or permits to operate a grooming business. Sophie was heartbroken. She had only wanted to help her friends and make the pet hotel a happier place, but now she was facing the consequences of her actions. Suzanne, who had finally returned, came to visit Sophie in animal control. She explained that she had been searching for Sophie and was sorry for what had happened. She offered to help Sophie in any way she could. With Suzanne's support and the help of a kind-hearted lawyer, Sophie was eventually released and her charges were dropped. She learned a valuable lesson about the importance of following the law, even if it means giving up something she loved. Sophie went back to living a life of luxury with Suzanne, but she never forgot about the friends she had made at the pet hotel. She visited them often and continued to groom them, but this time she made sure to follow all the rules and regulations. And from that day on, she lived happily ever after, both pampered and responsible. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking the video and subscribe to be notified of freshly baked, frightfully generic stories.